Hey, how we doing? Alrighty. Some bad news about those bad boys. Row. Drinking and drugging. That's all those boys are doing. Drinking and drugging. Drinking and drugging, they'll do it. Boys are drinking and drugging today. Bad boys. Just drinking and drugging all day. They won't stop. Drinking and drugging's their favorite thing.
I think we have a high-level crime issue, but certainly, in cities like Lewiston and Waterville, we're definitely seeing an uptick in violent crime related to gangs. Certainly having more resources would never be a bad thing.
We're able to confirm where he was at that morning of the homicide, and was able to rule him out.
Those goddamn Muslim Somalis.
Another tip. Police received an anonymous telephone call that they should check out Paul Taylor as a possible suspect in the Kathy Woodhouse murder. Right? He had recently, in December, just been released from Louisiana prison for aggravated sexual assault. That's all the caller said, and they hung up.
Taylor, only 20 years old, lived with his mother just 2 blocks from where the murder took place. And police learned that Taylor worked at a fast food restaurant that used the dry cleaner to launder the employees' uniforms. Investigators called the manager and asked if Taylor was the one who took the clothes to the dry cleaners.
He said, no, Paul Taylor would not have brought clothing over there, however. He just quit his job 15 minutes ago.
Back to feeding their chickens antibiotics before they're even sick. You can't solve your problems by throwing antibiotics at them. At Purdue, we promise to stay no antibiotics ever. Purdue.
Urban misbalance doesn't just happen. The subtle notes of bright cherry and horn vanilla. There's a method to our smoothness. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Our biggest competitors are back to feeding their chickens.
Got some bad boys. Bad boys creeping around.
By throwing antibiotics at them.
Drinking, drugging. Same time.
At Purdue, we promise to stay no antibiotics ever. Purdue.
Drinking, drugging. You name it, they're doing it.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious burger. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
You name it, they're doing it. You name it, they're doing it.
Take care. It gives you 7 key immune-supporting nutrients, including vitamin C, D, and zinc. It's our most complete support yet.
Well, hello there. Thanks for joining the party.
670, 620. Yes.
588 plus 15%. Oh no.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
That's 5 strikes. Well, I was saving this from our retirement, so I guess it's good. But we got 5 strikes.
Really?
Did the email go out, or
Goes out automatically at 5 p.m.
there's got to be a way to stop it?
Oh, I would have to enter my password in order to cancel it.
Okay. Dwight, you may now enter your password.
No.
What?
You don't deserve to have this branch.
Mistakes in less than a day?
We did our best.
No, you didn't, Phyllis. You complained the whole time. You yelled at me. You tried to break into the machine.
You're a real problem. You know that?
Hey, you can't just change the rules because you don't like the outcome. What about you, Kevin?
That's true.
You and your big task. Can you tell me now where paper comes from?
The man tree puts it in pink.
All right, Andy, back me up here, please.
No. What? No. Dwight, be here for once. Shut down the machine.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Good luck finding a new job, idiots. I'll make sure to write you a glowing reference. Glowingly negative.
Dwight's hard. Is anyone home?
Some of us should go there and talk some sense into him. Get him to stop that email. Pam, you should come with me. Dwight really likes you, and your breasts are enormous. That could help us. Kevin has that vulnerability. Guys, come on. I'm right here. Jim, I want you to go find Robert. Just be where he is. In case that email goes out at 5, you can try to delete it or something. Okay. Where is he?
He's at some club where you either eat squash or play squash.
I'll try both.
Oh, you gonna reason with me?
Got you something. And, I just really want to talk to you. Get lost. Well, now hold on.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Digging a grave for a horse.
Do you need a hand? Yeah. Hand?
You hit another horse, dug too far.
I'll see you next week, Will.
Robert. Jim, what is it, Robert?
Well, you know, just that meeting, squash meeting.
Yeah?
You up for a game?
A game or a match?
Exactly. Here we go. Do it.
Boys are in some trouble.
Drugs. Where are you going?
Yeah, hungry.
Can we come in too? Just as you are?
Okay, pick up your shoes. Except you, Kevin. Stay on.
Oh, wow. I forgot how pretty your house is.
This is the newest edition, built by Erasmus Root in 1808. Doubled as a tuberculosis recovery room until 2009.
That's too much view and not enough laugh.
Yeah, what I think I'll do with that was move this just for that.
Hey. You're welcome.
Thanks for the coffee.
So, tonight, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to the cemetery, gonna drink a little wine, and maybe you'd like to come with me.
Are you asking me to do?
Yes, I am.
We've got to get coworkers. Don't personal. Grab a pop.
I can wait. Problem solved.
Don't wait.
Good policy. Sensible. Smart. All right. Thursday. Come on. Come on.
Well, I hadn't heard anything. 4:45. There's only 15 minutes left.
Oh, no need to do that.
There's some bad boys over there.
I'm sorry.
I know how to save the company, everyone. Just petition. Signature in hand process. March down to Florida and show up your butt.
Oh. Somebody's perfect, right?
You just have a stroke, Pam. So nobody's perfect. Nice stroke, Pam.
No, it's a joke he's saying. Nobody's nervous? Like, I can't even say those words right?
That's fine. Dwight, there's just a small
You know what
matter
would
of
go so great with this cabbage pie? No,
a specific animal.
I think it's cow.
What are you doing? It's fine. Come on. I just don't talk about the email, okay?
He's gonna cancel it on his own. I really think he will.
That's insane. Just trust me. Trust you like I trusted Dwight this morning.
I got this. Thanks for everything.
Sign great thing. It's supposed to be drive safely.
Always get on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Audible is now only 99 cents a month. Just 99 cents to transform everything you do. Imagine searching for clues while searching for keys. Imagine taking down a supervillain while you're taking down your laundry. Imagine getting caught up in romance while you're caught in traffic. And imagine doing it all for less than $1 a month. Audible is the place for the best in audio entertainment. Its vast collection of bestsellers, exclusives, true crime, self-help, romance, and more is yours for the taking. Just scan the QR code today. And with no cap on listening time, let yourself get swept away. Imagine finding inner peace from the inner office. Imagine getting comfortable with finance from the comfort of your bed. And imagine doing it for only 99 cents a month for 3 months. Scan the QR code and get Audible today.
Our biggest competitor is going back to feeding their chickens antibiotics before they're even sick. You can't solve your problems by throwing antibiotics at them. At Purdue, we promise to stay no antibiotics ever. Purdue.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious burger. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Jen. Yeah, look, it's you. If you're pain and congestion, it's all there.
No, I beat my pain and congestion with new Mucinex Rapid and Clear.
Wait, what? Time out! Beat pain, congestion, and headaches. A new Mucinex Rapid and Clear. I'm almost hungry.
Don't worry, we've got enough for everyone.
Is your tummy round like the bone? The Rudolph Everyday Value Slam is back. Part of the 5 slams starting at $5 menu. Join Denny's rewards now.
Get fast relief with Tums. So you can enjoy the food you love. Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last who.
Walmart has Tony's, an espresso, even an apple. Who knew?
Okay, Eliza.
Is that my phone? Sounded like mine.
Nah, we just checked real quick, dude.
All right. It's fine. You figured out on my back. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Can I have it?
Yes. Right now? Yes. There you go.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, sorry. Did it break?
No, it's good.
You sure? What kind of iPhone is that?
It's the standard one, the one everyone has.
Oh yeah, I have one that nobody has. Is there anything interesting?
It depends, Jim. You find one day only JetBlue sales to Buffalo?
No, I don't. No, I don't. All right. Well, I'm sore and obviously horrible at this.
My serve.
Flight stop the device.
He stopped it. Oh, yeah.
not my favorite people in the world. I wouldn't even call them friends. They come over here, eat my pie, pick the crappiest horse grave you've ever seen. God, I'm gonna have to work with them forever, aren't I?
Just take it easy, nice and easy.
Classic, right?
Ooh,
All right.
you all right?
Yeah.
Skin knee.
Yep.
Nice on that, maybe.
They got some bad boys over there, let me tell you. Not good. Hey, good morning. You see it, man. Just got back. Got my hair cut. I'm gonna try to put that scourge blokes thing together here today. Maybe, I don't know. I've had it for a week and I haven't put it together yet.
Okay, so tell me exactly what kind of deal you are getting right now, and I'll tell you how we can meet it.
Awesome. Are you doing a live stream for that?
You have a very important call.
I'm sorry, I'm with a very important client. I have to wait.
Are you sure? It's really, really important.
Those moved pretty quick.
Really? Because
I think I got it last Saturday or Sunday.
Oh my God. I don't think she's dead.
she's dead.
Awesome.
She was hit by a bus.
She's not dead. This is exactly the kind of.
I think they had them all out.
Is
It was Saturday, I think, and I went to that same Walmart where I picked the Scourge up yesterday, and they were gone. There wasn't any of those left. For $5.
Must take this call. Yeah. Line one.
Line 2.
Hi, it's Daryl.
What? They went back up to stats? What? Okay. All right.
Gosh. Dude, thank you, officer. Look, man, this is a bad idea. Just let me last.
Yeah, no, I got it $5. Yeah, I couldn't turn it down when I saw it for $5. I was like, I didn't get the here. Okay, the Rise of the Beast Scourge Studio Series was defective, so there was a recall on that, and I saw it at Target, and I was going through, and this is the only reason I know, I was going through. I found it at Target when it got first released, and I was checking out, and it wouldn't scan. So I tried to scan it a couple more times just to see if it was the machine or if it was me or what was going on. So finally I called over like one of those attendants because it was a self-checkout. And they tried to scan it. They weren't able to get a price up on it. So then they're like, well, we need to go see them and get the manager over here. And the manager comes over. He's like, yeah, this has been recalled because it's a defect to that Scourge Rise of the Beast Studio Series, whatever number. I think that was 101 or 100 or something like that.
Intend to be my replacement while I'm on maternity leave. Oh, I should have mentioned I'm pregnant. You probably didn't.
So they wouldn't sell it to me. So they took it back and they returned it. I had it in my hand. I was trying to buy it, but it wouldn't ring up. And like I said, there ended up being a recall on it.
Asking for a friend. Do you happen to know if that new girl's single?
Doubt it.
And they're like, sorry, we can't sell this to you. I was like, what do you mean you can't sell it to me?
What's that?
Why do you doubt that she's single?
Honestly, I have no idea. I just think I could save her for Ryan, right?
And I only saw it in the wild that once at that Target.
What are you doing with my lunch? I'm delivering it from the fridge. It's like a porno. Hey, did anybody order pizza? This is not pizza. Yeah, man, we're not about to make love. I just thought maybe you'd want to eat lunch at your desk today so that.
Yeah, no, man, I was so pissed.
I like the sound of that. Is Kevin here?
So that's why I got the Scourge blokes.
So word on the street is she is boyfriend.
She's probably a drug dealer. that's the best way to land a hot girlfriend. You just you get her hooked on blow. It's gonna be nice to have just like a healthy, fit presence in the middle of the office. Yeah, that's the speaking. Yeah, she adds a nice presence. Yeah.
It'd be nice to have.
But I really don't really like that movie. And I'm gonna start getting away from like the stupid Bayverse universe figures, those studio series.
50 pounds more below, if that's your thing.
And you look more beautiful now than ever. Radiant.
Thank you, guys. Really, thank you.
And then the prices are Hasbro's getting so greedy
It's one of the most common fetishes.
Really, well, thank you all.
No, it's not just pregnant women who don't get
that I'm not going to continue to support their greed for products that they're selling at inflated prices that aren't worth what they're worth now.
Is it pregnant? Okay. No. This is disgusting. You realize what you're saying? The hottest thing ever would be a 66-year-old pregnant woman. In this case, yes. No. There are universal biological standards of beauty and attraction. And you are purposefully celebrating.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. That's exactly.
Yes, you are.
For me, if it's not, if it's 80, if it's like the G1, 84 to 87 or 88, whatever G1 ends. And then I heard Studio Series is going to get away from the 86 line next 27, I believe.
Not bad, fellas. Better than you look.
Hey, Robert, are we meeting early? Taking a stroll? What exactly have I stumbled upon here?
Well, we're all musicians and we play together sometimes.
You're a band. Thank you. We're called Kevin and the Zigs.
That was never agreed upon.
A lot of people are saying inflation, but inflation isn't really driving it up. It's corporate greed, like Walmart and all these corporations. They're just jacking stuff up and trying to put it under the guise of inflation. Which, if that was the case, it was inflation, they wouldn't still be making record numbers.
Again, never agreed upon.
I totally give it up when I get out of Harvard, California, and now he wants to be in our band.
When they're making record profit, that means it's already caught up past inflation.
That's okay, right?
So it's not inflation driving the prices.
We all got to go sometime.
Hey. Helen Mirren. Hot.
Yeah. Super pretty.
Like, don't get me wrong, some of the, some of the cons. I mean, I imagine they should do the Bumblebee movies. They should focus on those.
You don't find Kathy attractive?
I don't. No.
That was I've only seen one live action movie, and that's it, the Bumblebee one.
Just like I'm not gonna tell my 2-year-old daughter they're violent video games.
I watched 45 minutes of that first one in 2007. And I was like, this is not Transformers.
Okay. I don't. So are we good?
Major announcement. Walmart Plus members get
And it's rare for me to get. I guess the
that's first dibs on Walmart's best.
one. I guess they have some cool figures. I bought those, but most of the time I stay away from that. I don't think that's even live animation. I think that's all CGI.
With two irresistible sets coming together, you can't help but dance.
I haven't watched that movie either, so I don't know. I guess I shouldn't make comments and stuff I don't know about.
Can't take no sin for streams, or sin or joy.
But their figures have looked really cool, like Starscream.
Subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on the horse.
For everyone who talks about something that big, but never does that thing, takes out financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen. Really?
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills
That's guidance from Chase. Make more what's yours.
You ready? You all ready for Thanksgiving or what?
I think Spectrum is just for your home. But Spectrum is seamless connectivity everywhere.
That was a good movie. Yes, I agree, man. That was.
Connectivity for actual. Because because internet is what you actually use your phone for. It's way more than 5G. With Spectrum One, it's 5G and fiber-powered internet, seamlessly combined for the fastest wireless speeds. Don't believe us? Ask this guy. He's one of millions who already know. Oh yeah, this guy too. Turns out people like their mobile seamless connectivity.
Yeah, that pissed me off that night when they took that seed right out of my hand. Yeah, sorry, we can't sell this to you. I was like, come on. I was like, come on. I was like practically like begging.
It's only everything.
I remember that. I was swiping it like 6 times. And the thing wouldn't pop up. Then the attendant couldn't pop it. I go, hey, type it in. And they wouldn't type it in. I was like, fuckers. Just like the other day. It was like 2 days or 3 days, maybe 4 days after Halloween, and I found this bag of candy on a different shelf that was like originally like 70% off, and they wouldn't sell it to me. They're like, "Oh, sorry, it doesn't have a price on it anymore. It's technically salvage." I was like, "What?" I go, so can I just walk out with it? They're like, the face the dude made was hilarious. I always have it's my local Target. I always have a hard time. I hate going over to that one. I hate that one. It's the worst one. I live in Maine, and it's the worst one in Maine. I will drive an hour to the next closest one just to get away from that one sometimes.
That's just absurd.
Yes, because she's hot, right?
Breasts are large, your waist is small, reproductive health and ample evidence of facial symmetry.
Yep. That's what they said. They're like, someone must have just put this up by mistake. I was like, well, how about selling it to me? I'm like, I'm not a kid. I'm not gonna. None of this is going in my mouth. It's going on a shelf.
I know it sounds nuts, but I think Dwight is the only one who's telling
Nope, sorry, we can't do it. I was like, I almost threw a fit, but I was like, man, me throwing a fit's not gonna get it.
I can't impregnate you.
I was pretty agitated with him.
What about before? Was that attractive before?
You're at your most attractive when you were 24. The slight gradual decline. A steep drop off when you got pregnant for the first time. Gradual recovery and, well now, obviously, you're at an all-time low.
I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean you can't sell it to me?
You think Jim's lying?
For a split second, I contemplated just grabbing out of that dude, bum rushing that dude, grabbing his hands, just plow right out of the store and throw like $60 on the way out. I think I had cash on me. I was like, I should just snag out of that dude's hand, just throw $60 and just go right to the door.
Bust this guy.
He is very important to me.
So important. And then we will destroy the man himself.
Let's just see how we feel when we get there.
Well, you're the right person. You have to follow your intuition, Pam. You don't want to end up like Elin Nordegren. Actually, what am I saying? You wish you had her life, no offense, man.
Not taken. What do you got?
It is called the matchmaker test and is very powerful. Basically, we have Pam as Jim. Which of his friends have I set up with Kathy? If Jim picks a really hot friend, then we know he thinks that Kathy's hot.
You guys sound great, man. Daryl, Andy, Kevin, Lester, Mr. Rowe, local musician, and the officiant at my wedding. Local musician, local legend. I used to come here and play every weekend at VA. Dude, you're on TV. You're the sportscaster on Channel 7. Go Eagles! You think that on TV? You guys mind if they join us? Yeah, sure. Guys, I've got some t-shirts right here. Yeah. Hey, this is awesome. 2 weeks late. Maybe we should come up with
I'm holding off. I'll be in Boston on Thursday. All right, man. Talk to you later. I'm going to Boston for Thanksgiving or whatever. So I'm waiting until I get down there to buy anything new. There's a couple local, or in Danvers, Mass. There's a couple really good toy stores I'm going to hit up, and then one in Boston. Let's change it before I get a copy. Sorry.
Falsetto XR. If you misplace your card, slide to the right. That's possible. Want the Chase mobile app with card lock, and it has encryption.
Some bad boys.
That's peace of mind from Chase.
I thought I had fatty liver disease, but it's actually MASH, and it scars my liver.
Restifra treats MASH with moderate to advanced liver scarring without cirrhosis, along with diet and exercise. Restifra has accelerated FDA approval. Studies are ongoing to confirm benefit. It works directly in the liver. It helps reduce scarring and reduce MASH.
Before taking, tell your doctor about liver or gallbladder problems, or if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or plan to be. Serious side effects include liver injury, gallstones, gallbladder, pancreas inflammation. Stop taking and call your doctor about tiredness, nausea, vomiting, fever, rash, yellowing of your skin or eyes, stomach pain. Tell your doctor if taking Gemfibrozil, cyclosporin, clopidogrel, or statins. Side effects include diarrhea, itching, dizziness, constipation.
Ask your liver specialist if Restifra can make a difference for you. It's a dog park. With all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's a dog park. It's a dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
It's a dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Insurance.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
We've been dating for 7 years, but we never met each other in person.
Hi, babe. If I'm not willing to take a risk for love, then what am I willing to take a risk for?
4 to 90 days, December 7th to 8 on CLC.
The holiday season is here, and
Yeah, no. A little too late till that happens.
and the best prices.
All right, Philly, I've had it.
Yeah, I'm going to Boston this weekend, so or next weekend, I guess. Well, Thanksgiving. Probably come back here Saturday or Sunday.
Police now suspected that the Robert Rogers crime scene was staged and that the killer actually entered the home with a set of house keys.
Now we call the question the whole idea of the documentary. We call the question whether this was a crime of some outsider coming in trying to rob Mr. Rogers, or was it someone that had access to his house, access to Mr. Rogers?
Investigators asked the victim's estranged son, Donald, where he was at the time of his father's murder. He said he had an alibi and offered to take a polygraph test.
The guy who gives it to me, he says, well, you passed the polygraph test. I says, you passed it. He says, yeah. He says, you're a lousy liar. Which is, that's cool, you know.
So investigators turned their attention to Sharon Zachary, who not only lived next door to Rogers, but worked as his caretaker.
Damn, that's a good deal.
Sharon said she was with a friend shopping all day across town, but investigators discovered...
I only stay to anything that's kind of crossed section of Transformers, so G.I. Joe's obviously,
She started spending money.
Street Fighter 2 characters because they did the crossover.
It's estimated about $65,000 was spent on her own.
I have that one. I have that Skeletor, the battle armor, Megatron, Skeletor, or whatever it's called.
Discretionary income. Sharon was a part-time car salesperson. Her husband was a sales representative. And investigators also learned that Rogers named Sharon the sole beneficiary of his multi-million-dollar estate. Armed with a search warrant, investigators confiscated Sharon's shoes for analysis.
I believe we got over 20 or 30 pairs of shoes into the laboratory.
One pair caught Michaud's attention. A pair of size 6.5 tennis shoes. Michaud dusted the shoes with powder and applied a sticky sheet of acetate to lift the print. All shoe impressions are distinctive.
when a shoe is made and it comes out of the factory, it's exactly like every other shoe made in that particular mold. And as soon as you start walking on that shoe, you get microscopic scratches and cuts and nicks in the bottom of the shoe that makes that shoe different from all others in the world.
The shoe impression found on the glass of the crime scene had various nicks and scrape marks. Interestingly, Sharon Zachary's left tennis shoe was the same size, make, and model as the impression found at the crime scene. And it also had the same nicks and scrape marks.
The surface was so clean, it made just a beautiful, very detailed impression.
There was enough accidental markings on the glass that she was able to compare to the shoes and find a positive match to one shoe and only one shoe that made that print.
Fingerprint analysts had a more difficult time comparing Sharon's prints to the one found on the victim's belt. They had to study the ridge details and figure out the direction of the print and what part of which finger to compare. After 3 days, they discovered the print on the victim's belt was the side of Sharon's left thumb. When confronted with the forensic evidence, Sharon denied she was the killer. She insisted she had no motive, but the victim's financial record suggested otherwise.
In this case, we found a large sum of cash disappearing out of his account routinely over the time from January to April.
That money went right into Sharon Zachary's account.
Sharon convinced him to give her a power of attorney, and Sharon convinced him to give her a checkbook. And then when she got onto some of his checking accounts, and she just started using them as her own.
Records indicated that Sharon Zachary stole up to $120,000, and there was clear evidence that Rogers discovered the embezzlement.
Sharon Zachary was helping herself to Mr. Rogers' funds, and Mr. Rogers apparently was not happy about that and had his power of attorney withdrawn to put a stop to Sharon Zachary helping herself to his money.
Sharon also found out that Rogers planned to remove her from his will.
I believe Sharon Zachary was in a hurry at that time to kill Mr. Rogers before he could make the change in his will. I believe greed was definitely what drove Sharon Zachary.
The DNA test results of the blood found on the metal pipe revealed the blood was Robert Rogers. More proof that it was the murder weapon. 31-year-old Sharon Zachary was charged with the murder of Robert Rogers.
Ms. Rogers, at one point in time, even told his attorney that she was the daughter he never had.
It's ironic that Robert Rogers, attempting to seek sanctuary for himself, to seek protection from persons who wanted to rob and hurt him, trusted Sharon Zachary. And it's ironic that this person, in turn, turned on him and became the very thing that he was trying to guard against.
We'll get going on this forensic files. No. Oh. Speaking of bad boys. What are they doing? They're loose again.
I thought I had fatty liver disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
Resdifra treats MASH, moderate to advanced liver scarring without cirrhosis, along with diet and exercise. Resdifra has accelerated FDA approval. Studies are ongoing to confirm benefits. It works dramatically in the liver. It helps reduce scarring and reduce MASH.
Before taking, tell your doctor about liver or gallbladder problems, or if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or
Thank you.
serious side effects include liver injury, gallstones, gallbladder, pancreas inflammation. Stop taking and call your doctor about tiredness, nausea, vomiting.
Thank you, American honey.
Yellowing of your skin or eyes, and stomach pain. Tell your doctor if taking Jet5 cyclosporin, clopidogrel, or statins. Side effects include diarrhea, itching, dizziness, constipation.
Ask your liver specialist if Resdifra can make a difference for you.
We've been slacking lately, what I've heard.
Chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine, and treatment is 4 times a year.
still widely.
Yeah, we had the Christmas tree up since last weekend. Last Friday, was it last Friday?
Botox effects may spread out.
Or was it a week before? I can't remember. I can't remember if I've had that for a week or 2 weeks at this point.
Swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history. Muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 91% of patients wish they'd started Botox sooner. Ask your doctor today. If eligible, you may pay $0.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love.
What are those bad boys doing? They're still on the loose.
Moderate to severe opioid addiction in adults started on an oral dose of buprenorphine.
They'll be on those opiates before too long.
It's just one dose that lasts all month long with no complete detox required. Buprenorphine should be started after the first signs of withdrawal. Sublocade may cause harm or death if injected in the vein. As an opioid, it may cause serious life-threatening problems. Ask about naloxone for opioid overdose.
They'll be on opiates. They're on those opium fields. Deserts or whatever they call them over there. They'll be right out there. Right out in those opium fields. Yeah.
I would never believe that something like this could ever happen. This is only the kind of stuff that you read about. But looking back, I can see that this can happen to anybody.
Sharon Zachary and her family lived next door to Robert Rogers, and the two became friends. Rogers' eyesight was failing, and Sharon not only befriended him, she also helped by writing checks so he could pay his bills. But prosecutors found evidence that Sharon was doing more than that, and was actually helping herself to some of Rogers' money, tens of thousands of it. On the day of the murder, prosecutors believe Sharon went to Rogers' house intending to kill him before he could change his will and remove her as beneficiary. Prosecutors think Sharon grabbed a piece of pipe from Rogers' yard, used her keys to gain entrance, and struck him over the head repeatedly.
Oh, God. Yeah, lunatic.
As he lay unconscious, she spent hours searching the house for the money he had stashed away.
Where's that money?
If she didn't find any, she didn't find it all.
She wants the money.
At some point,
She's a money grubber.
she realized he wasn't dead, and she struck him again.
Football.
Once again,
And I'll watch football. Football doesn't come on for another
Sharon turned
90 minutes.
search his pockets, leaving her partial thumbprint on his leather belt. To make it look like a robbery, she threw a piece of firewood through the sliding glass door. But she stepped on a shard of glass, leaving a clear image of her shoe impression. On her way back home,
Yeah, I know what you meant. I don't call football that. Call football football.
which led to the discovery of the murder weapon.
Sharon Zachary, after committing his crime,
Ooh, maybe Tom Brady's on. Let's see if Tom.
alibi to be seen in different locations at a point far.
Yeah, I've seen this one. She's she's not, she's not nice.
Having not been there. You always wondered if it was Sharon Zachary by herself or Sharon Zachary others.
Well, let's check that out
At the
first.
trial, Sharon Zachary insisted she was innocent, but the forensic evidence told a different story. She
I
was
suppose we could do that.
every murder and sentenced to life in prison.
I'm glad they did, but I don't want to sound like I'm out for vengeance. Although if they wanted to kill her, I'd volunteer.
It was the shoe impression on a shard of glass and the partial thumbprint on the leather belt that solved the case.
All right, let's see what they got here. Where's
This case ranks right up near the top, if not the most difficult latent fingerprint that I've had to identify. So this was very, very set.
a new era for the Patriots? Man, they're 9-2 this year. Julian Edelman. He only catches sixes. Gronk. There's Gronk. Gronk. There they are. There they are. Yeah, there they are. The good old days.
I mean, let's give it up for the Fox pros, huh?
Who is it? Oh, man. Is this?
You guys have won 8 straight, but also inducted into the Hall of Fame. Then you got the one-day contract.
Julian Edelman. He's about 3 foot tall.
The Brady statue. He's not here, but hi, Tom. Hope
There's.
you're watching.
Hi, Tom. Yes, Tom's watching, I'm sure. I saw that. Sorry, there's no Patriot stuff. They should have made the Transformer Tom Brady. That's what they should have done.
You're gonna say, well, fair enough. Last time I saw Gronk was for the Thursday night game.
There's Gronk. There he is, the man.
There is a buzz. The buzz is back in Foxborough.
It is.
Be a Patriot. Are they the best team right now in the AFC?
9-2.
I think so, and like you said, Chris, there's a lot of energy in Foxborough right now. It's so great to be back, and you felt that type of energy, even on a Thursday night game with a short week. But are the Patriots the best team in the AFC? I think so, because they know how to be.
Julian Edelman, that little midget.
Apply it to the field as well, and they have an offensive defense that knows how to work together. They play complementary football out there all the time, and they learn from their mistakes and they corrected them from the beginning of the season. So the Patriots, they're the real deal.
I think it's too early in the season to just go out and determine this is the best team in the NFC.
Too early. It's week 12.
I know, but still, we don't know
Exactly.
much about this team in these later part of the season, which is the most important part of the season.
What don't you know about them yet?
I'm not turning on New England, but I'm just not trying to put the jinx on them. I'm not trying to put the jinx on them. We need to go out, we need to learn, we need to get better. I'm getting buzzed right now by the Patriots. I'm getting buzzed.
I see what you're doing.
It's the media training.
No, just because you're still underneath that Belichick thumb right there, making sure that you can't get too excited. Hey, you get the Bengals today. No Joe Burrow in this game. You guys feeling good about this one?
Feeling pretty good.
Okay, we're feeling good about this one.
Then the whole Patriots team went to Tampa. They won the Super Bowl.
In the remaining part of the schedule that you kind of circle if you're a Patriots fan, it's the Ravens.
Okay.
Because that organization.
Yeah, they are tough.
Late in the season, they're playing better football than they had earlier in the season, and the Patriots, we still don't know when the weather changes how this team's going to be. It's still a very young team, which has a lot of votes. There you go.
So we're going to stay in the AFC. The Colts are going to face the Chiefs in Arizona.
Real football, by the way.
Huge game for the Chiefs, Terry. Okay, who do you like?
The Chiefs. I thought. They're 5-5.
It's too hard for me not to believe that this team is as good as I think they are. They've struggled, got that, but they're too talented offensively. I love their quarterback, and I definitely love their coach, Andy Reid. So I'm not getting off their bandwagon.
Man, they choked it hard on that three-peat. Taylor Swift was not happy.
I'm with you, Terry.
That's all I do. All week I study tape.
He doesn't study anything. Where's Tom Brady? Get Tom Brady on there.
All right, well, let's move over to the NFC playoff race right now. The Bucs have dropped 3 of their last 4. They visit the red-hot Rams tonight. We will see them. Terry, is this a must-win for the Bucs?
I think so. I mean,
Man, Matthew Stafford's still the quarterback of the Rams.
In their division, but I tell you, Baker Mayfield. Y'all recall when he played against the Raiders? He came in and
Yeah.
Don't remind me that.
Matthew Stafford still playing is crazy.
With the Rams, he played one game.
This is the time of year where you don't
You guys better hope so.
teams that are playing good. New England's playing good. I think the Rams playing good. They're going to continue playing good. Home field advantage in the playoffs is huge, and I think this game today for the Rams, I think it's pretty much a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think it must win for the Bucks because they have, the Carolina.
That's a horrible. The Bucks division. The Bucks division is horrible.
Like you said, they got to play Carolina twice, and the Bucks remaining schedule is pretty favorable to them. So I don't think it's a must-win game for them today. But I would like to see them play
And they
well.
got one back today.
I just looked at the standings yesterday.
You guys all, who is the better team between those two right now? They both sit atop the NFC.
I gotta go Rams just because they're a more
Yeah.
complete team. We know about their offensive struggles in Philadelphia. There's no offensive struggles. When there's an offensive struggle day with the Rams, Stafford still throws 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean? So like,
I would say
think
Rams when they're not playing the Eagles. The Eagles just know how to beat the Rams. Like I said,
That
the
was
Eagles.
one block field goal. They wouldn't have.
Well, didn't they beat them last year?
We're not talking about last year. We're talking about this year. Okay.
Oh, no, that's last year as well. I like the Rams.
Do you like the
A good
Rams?
chance.
complimentary.
Me too.
A team,
An L is an L.
hold on. A team that we're all, I'll speak for myself, that I'm very surprised about the Panthers. They are just one game back of the Niners, who have that 7th seed despite a rash of injuries, which is how they continue to win without some big names.
They're back of the net.
Who do you like?
What?
Panthers?
They're not in the same division. Oh, must be wild card or something.
Carolina needs to win kind of one big game.
We're not gonna watch this. We got.
As a young team, and they say to themselves, "Oh, we can beat a great team."
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I haven't really watched the NFL in the last like 3-4 years. But I knew Matthew Stafford as soon as they showed his picture. I was like, what? I was like, he's been around since like 2008 when they had Megatron. Anyone remember Megatron? I can't even think of what his real name is. I just know his nickname was Megatron. He was on. I think he was on the cover of one of those Maddens. Probably like 2009, I want to say. Maybe 8. I can't remember.
He wants to know what team he was on that wasn't good.
Well, New England. We were so-so. You're
Yeah, what team is Gronk hasn't been on that hasn't been good, actually? Yeah, that's true.
I'm teaching him highlights now. He's going to be doing the highlights.
Wow.
One of them today. Yeah, maybe. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, America.
I can't wait. My favorite highlight.
I probably haven't watched football since I've been doing live streaming.
When he gets good. My favorite thing.
I didn't watch Super Bowl last year. I may have watched Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Coming up next, as we look at the quiet before the storm in Dallas, we'll get into America's Game of the Week, Eagles, Cowboys, with kickoff.
They do a lot of. The NFL does a lot of stupid shit that I don't support. Let's go back to Forensic Files. We can learn something like how to get away with a murder. Learn what not to do.
A wealth of evidence.
Vehicles are like a magnet. It's a very hard place to hide evidence.
Near the windshield wipers, Dr. Buck found bits of mountain grass.
These dishes just are. Was a material that had come from approximately 9,000 feet elevation. In a
Calvin Johnson, nice. Megatron. I think he was 88.
Near Left-Hand Canyon.
The car had been in the mountains, and it certainly fit the crime scene vegetation.
And there was even more evidence Natalie's car had been to the crime scene.
He was supposed to be like the next greatest wide receiver or like a Jerry Rice. Probably was, but he was on those crappy Detroit teams.
On her car. Those same tire impressions were discovered not far the entire right side of Natalie's car was scratched. It appeared the driver had
a Super
between the car and the bushes.
a Super Bowl without Tommy Brady, Matty no likey.
Natalie's husband, Matthew, had a well-known
Matty no likey.
driving.
Matthew, when he was 12 years old, had an accident where he was blinded in his right eye.
I think the Royal Prince is paying him like $100 million to come play some flag football game with him and a bunch of other retired NFL stars over in Saudi.
Now suspicious, investigators checked the mirror balls.
So now you better start worshiping Tom Brady. The Royal Prince ain't gonna have any more of this nonsense kicking a ball around.
Talking with his brother's wife,
I'm done with that.
Lisa. This call was recorded after Natalie's murder.
You're well done. You're well done with soccer. Give it a couple months, those boys won't be watching soccer anymore.
And Lisa's neighbors told investigators that Matthew had been visiting Lisa's apartment for months when her husband Marcus wasn't there.
No.
He said without fail, within 5 minutes after Marcus would leave to go to work, he said this guy would come around the corner, peek into his apartment, wearing white clothes, which is what all the painters wore, and go into the apartment next door.
Wow, they weren't even I don't think they were even St. Louis Rams in '89. They're probably still the LA Rams.
And investigators uncovered these photographs Lisa sent to Matthew.
What, '99? They had the greatest show on turf. Trent Green got injured, then Kurt Warner replaced him, and they won the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, they're so beautiful.
Went back in '01, lost to the Patriots.
So fun and exciting until I got with you.
Tom Brady's first Super Bowl win.
Now and always.
Ironically, the two couples were members of the same church.
I guess if I have to say personally what I thought, I would start to think, Matthew's looking pretty bad right now.
Opioid addiction.
Yep, Calvin Johnson. Yep. Yeah, I think it might have been 87. His jersey number.
Counseling and psychosocial support treats moderate to severe opioid addiction in adults started on an oral dose of buprenorphine or already on.
Yep, 99, 2000. They beat the Titans. Steve McNair. Who was their running back? God, what was his name?
Ask about naloxone for opioid overdose. Get emergency help right away if you're faint, dizzy, sleepy, confused, have problems breathing.
But man, they were just short of tying it.
With other opioids, benzos, alcohol, or other drugs, including street drugs, this can cause severe drowsiness, decreased awareness, breathing problems, coma, and
Eddie George.
Tell medical staff you're on Sublocade.
Eddie George was their running back.
List of risks and side effects. Talk to your doctor and read patient label for more information. If you or a loved one is struggling with opioid addiction, visit Sublocade.com.
This is my mother, Tracy Banks. She just gushes about me to everyone.
I don't want everybody to know what an awesome guy you are.
This is what I want to keep. I want to be able to spend time with my mom, which is why it's time to start thinking about senior care. And I don't want the process to get in the way.
I had a really bad fall, and it was traumatic. But he showed right up. He just was so wonderful.
That's why I'm so happy we found a place for mom. They provide personalized support that makes it easier to search for senior care options in our area. It's got to be right for my mom.
I know he's gonna take care of me. Did I tell you?
Is he?
Genius. And in 8th grade,
Not surprising. 99, 2000, then the Lakers won the finals that year. Went on to their three-peat.
But now, there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clearer skin. With Skyrizi, you can show up with dramatically clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how happy could help you save.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend. And the first timer.
the neighborhood hero, and the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
The out-of-towners. I find that mean.
26 Silverado pickup for around $369 per month. Or well-qualified buyers get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado pickups. Chevy trucks, off-road ready, always dependable. Like the relentless Chevy Silverado. And the rugged Chevy.
What for? Who else was on that Rams team? Isaac Bruce, Orlando Pace was their center.
Chevy Silverado EV. The Chevy Trail Loss family, dependability.
Marshall Falk.
And Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Torrey Holt.
After Natalie Mirabaugh's murder, investigators discovered
Can't think of anyone else. I mean, for a football team, that's only like 4 players out of the 55 roster.
For reasons not entirely clear, the pastor of the local apostolic church told members not to speak with investigators.
Troy Hancock, when he would get up there and he would give his sermons, he would say, Matthew Mirabaugh did not kill that woman. And so she went from being this mother and the light of the church to that woman.
And I said, Troy, you believe in the Old Testament and the Ten Commandments, right? And he says, yeah. I said, are you for them or against them? And he just kind of looked at me like this, turned around, slammed the door, and went in the house and slammed the door.
Matthew Mirabaugh said he had an alibi for the night of the murder. He claimed he was home with his daughter, Michaela. His brother Marcus and his wife Lisa said they too were at home that night and went to bed early. By now, investigators knew that Natalie's car had been driven to the crime scene. But who had driven it there? Inside the car, tucked between the seats, was a pair of bloody gloves made by the Wells
OJ.
DNA testing showed that the blood on the gloves was Natalie's. But to whom did the gloves belong?
Those isotoners. Isotoners.
There was a tab for there's a Wells Lamont handyman cotton jersey gloves.
Oh, not isotoners. Never mind.
To see who purchased the gloves, investigators looked
If they were isotoners, I could tell you who purchased them.
super glue, which adheres to any finger oils present. The test revealed Matthew Mirabaugh's fingerprint.
And this stuff was bought at Walmart, which is a mile from their house. I'm thinking, holy cow, this is incredible.
It also helped establish that the gloves were brand new. And that Matthew had purchased those gloves.
There are some murder cases that it's a no-brainer, but there are other cases where you have to build this wall brick by brick, and when you get the wall built, you push it over on it.
In the back of Matthew's truck, investigators found a broken piece of wood. It looked strikingly similar to the other pieces of wood found near Natalie's body.
All right, I'm gonna end it here.
Were splintered and broken.
I gotta get on with my day.
Investigations was able to put them back together and they fit perfectly.
AKA taking a nap.
Investigators questioned Matthew. He insisted
99. It's happened in 99. All right. You too.
As he's talking, he's kind of going like this with his thumb.
We will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
It's a Band-Aid, I was pulling this Band-Aid off. He said, I have a lot of sharp knives at work. I'm a painter, and I'm always flipping them in and out. He said, I just
See you soon.